Hey everybody, my name is Phillip Shepard. I'm a local real estate agent located right here in Northwest Arkansas. And today we're talking about why are so many people retiring to Northwest Arkansas. But before we begin, if you could like this video and also subscribe, that would make the world of difference. And also, if you are looking to move down to Northwest Arkansas, download my 3-day itinerary link below. Maybe you're an adventurer, maybe you're a sports person, maybe you're a foodie. There's a 3-day itinerary kind of mapped out everything you need to do in Northwest Arkansas when you get down here. So go ahead and download it. All right, so let's talk about why so many people are moving down to Northwest Arkansas and retiring. And it's not like thousands of people are flocking down here to retire down here, but the thing is that it's such a very desirable area that it's starting to get just a big noticeable thing on the map saying like, oh, let's check out Northwest Arkansas for retirement versus the atypical areas like Florida and maybe the Carolinas and stuff like that, or Georgia. And it's becoming a bigger area for retirement because of the reasons we're about to talk about. And the first reason is the fact that the state actual income tax has gotten drastically lowered over the last couple of years. Now, obviously in retirement, you're not too concerned about actually like a state income tax per se, because obviously you're not necessarily producing income, obviously, or producing as much income. But the thing is that, and we'll talk about a point in a little bit, but let's say for instance, you do produce like a little bit of income, you're not taxed as heavy here as you do other states. Now, the difference between like Florida and some of the Carolinas, but specifically Florida, is the fact that obviously Florida is a no income tax state. So you're not charged income tax on obviously the money you make. But the problem with Florida is that they make their money in other places, whether it's like taxes on your property or obviously insurance taxes or other different sales taxes. States will always make their money. That is a for sure thing. And so I don't mind paying a state income tax. I don't think Arkansas has a desire to be a zero state income tax because the fact that it evens the playing field a little bit more than just having no state income tax. So I'm in favor of a state income tax. I'm in favor of a low state income tax, but I like having multiple different ways of people of the state actually collecting taxes versus just like a couple different areas. Like spread that out. So that's one reason why that people are moving here is because of the lower state income tax. But on top of that, recently Arkansas had a huge surplus of money in their budget from last year. And so a big portion of that chunk of money went to reduce state income taxes faster than they really initially planned for. So it's in the process of being done. And so it's really exciting to actually have less state income tax. So I'm in favor of that. Also, a second reason why so many people are moving here for retirement or their retirement age is the fact that it's Center America. And you know, you're thinking like Florida or other areas of America that are a little bit more south, they're pretty much hot all the time and they're humid all the time. There's a lot of storms, hurricanes. We know the drill, of course. But in Center America, you have that kind of balance between a really good solid spring, a good solid summer, and an amazing fall, and very, very mild winters. And so a lot of times I'm seeing people from a lot, like in the northern states, you know, a lot of times they go to Florida or other places we know this, Arizona, for instance. But a lot of times they're moving here now because Arizona is very hot. Florida is very humid, and there's a little thing called hurricanes over there, or alligators, crocodiles, kind of a thing. But on top of that, in Northwest Arkansas, there are just kind of that middle ground of everything. So it's really nice to be center of America and versus like other parts of America and kind of have like the best of both worlds, essentially. Hey, before we jump into the next point, I have something brand new called Instant Home Updates. Instant home updates are way faster than Realtor.com or Zillow or anything like that. So maybe you're looking to move down here and you want to see like home prices and kind of keep on top of that, plus any sort of rental updates or rental home updates. Instant home updates is linked below, so go ahead and fill out information. I can get you set up right away. Basically just sends everything right to your email instantaneously, versus waiting for notifications from Realtor.com. By that time, it's way too slow. You've lost everything. So definitely check out that below. Also, I have an email that I send out every single week, and it kind of keeps a high level of everything that's really cool happening in Northwest Arkansas. So maybe you live here, or maybe you live out of state and you're thinking about moving here. It's just kind of a fun thing to see all the really cool things that are happening here. So obviously it'll make you jealous because you want to be here, but it's cool just to see the progression of everything happening here, and you can kind of keep update with all the things happening here. It's just linked below, and just go ahead and sign up for that. And I just send it once a week, and it's really cool to see, keep on top of what's happening in Northwest Arkansas. And the third reason why people are moving to Northwest Arkansas for retirement age is the fact there are so many things to do outside and also indoors. Because a lot of times when you think about going to retirement age stuff, honestly, I'm just gonna be honest, like a lot of times you don't get very active in these retirement communities in other states. There's people that are older than you that kind of like make you a little slower. You start slowly going into that age. People move to Northwest Arkansas because they see the activity, they see everything that's happening, they see the what things are doing on bikes and running, hiking, and different stuff like that. And they're like, you know what? I'd rather be in a more active community versus a community that's just playing shuffleboard, to say the least. So it's really cool to see so many people moving here because there's golf courses, there's lakes, there's beaches, there's frisbee golf, there's all sorts of different communities, even retirement communities. There are plenty of things for retirement age people to do, but they're more active lifestyle versus kind of like slowly drifting into the mist, to say the least. That will not happen in Northwest Arkansas. So if you're looking to stay active in your retirement age, definitely check out NWA versus places like Florida. And also another reason is because honestly, a lot of times their grandkids are here. So families are, as we know, a lot of families are moving to Northwest Arkansas for jobs, opportunities, university, biking, hiking, outdoor. We know, my whole channel is dedicated to this, but there's a lot of families moving here. And honestly, a lot of times, and I've seen this with a lot of my clients, is the grandparents are not far behind. Because if they're thinking like, okay, if I could be with my grandkids in Northwest Arkansas, kind of a middle ground, low income tax state, outdoorsy, active lifestyle, golf courses, community, versus Florida or Georgia or Carolinas or Arizona, they're like, I'd rather be with my grandkids. And so a lot of times people move here because of that reason. And so it's really cool to see families being either brought here from larger companies or moving here just because they see the opportunity and the families come with them. So it's really fun because honestly, once you actually start talking about Northwest Arkansas to your family, you quickly realize like, wait, this place exists and it's so amazing, as that my clients always say, this is a unicorn or like a diamond that no one knows about. And so it's easy to explain to your family like, hey, like check this place out because we all need to go there. We all need to go there. And also lastly, part of the reason why people move here for retirement is because a lot of times there's some interesting cash exit strategies in other states that people take advantage of. They retire early, they get their time in at whatever they're at, and they just exit stage left. They take an early retirement and they move here because they know they want to live here and just get a kind of a regular job that just easygoing, part-time, no real commitments, no real stress. And they just enjoying the area. And so I've known a lot of clients come down here with that purpose. Like they came from Colorado, from Portland, or even like parts of like the north or even Arizona. They've cashed out of their jobs and they've retired early. And they're like, you know what? I want to live in a place where you can live, work, and play. And I can just get a part-time job because I don't necessarily need the full-time income. I'm just going to cruise until I get to that certain age, and then I can just not work anymore. And so they're kind of establishing themselves early here because they know the future potential is happening here, and they'd rather get in early versus like have to do it, 3, 4, 5 years from now. Just like, let's get it early and just kind of coast into retirement and make friends along the way and build a whole new community. All right, that's all I have for you guys today. Again, if you are thinking about moving down to Northwest Arkansas, download my 3-day itinerary linked below. Maybe you're an adventurer, maybe you're a sports person, maybe you're a sightseer, maybe you're a foodie. There's a 3-day itinerary link down below for you. Also, when you do come down here, I can give you the $10 tour, kind of show around the whole area. Plus, we can check out some homes for sale or for rent and see how far your dollar will go in Northwest Arkansas compared to where you're coming from. All right, guys, I'll see you in the next one.